So let's take a new sheet now. So, and I will name this sheet as trend. Okay. So now what we have to do is we have to prepare this particular line chart. Okay. So let's see how we are going to prepare this. So I will have already taken a new sheet. So for this, what I will be doing is I will take a date received here first. I will show you, and I will put it into columns, and I will convert it into months, and I will take it as a continuous month. Let's say, all right. So now next I will take a number of complaints or number of records, right? So this is a monthly record, but what we want is we want one parameter or one filter which will be dynamically changing it for us to show it in the form of month, show it in the form of weeks, show it in the form of days or years or quarters, right? So now how we can do that and how we can make it dynamic, right? So what we have to do is for this first we have to create a parameter, and I will name it as select trend. Okay, or we can say trend only. All right. And I will make it as string, and we will make it as a list. All right. So now whatever values we will be writing here, those are very much important. Okay. So we will be writing all date parts values. Okay. If you go in Tableau in any of the date calculation like date difference, date what we can say date trunk or date part, we have to write a date part that is day, month, year, quarter, right? And all of them are in the form of what we can sentence case. Okay, nothing is capital over there. So first we will take it as month. Okay, and I will name it, or and to display in for us it should be what, in the form of another name that is nothing but monthly. Okay, actually its value is month, but it will be displayed as monthly. Okay, or for visual or for us to see in UI it will be in the form of monthly. Then first month, then we will have week as a date part, and it will be displayed as weekly. Then we have quarter. Okay, make sure you are not making any spelling mistakes, right? And we will make it as quarterly. Then we have next is year, and next yearly, to display it as yearly. And the last one is day, and we will display it as daily. All right. So, and our default value, we will keep it as weekly. Okay. Current value or different default value when workbook will open, it will be by default as weekly. All right. We will click on OK. And next, then we will write one calculation, and let me name it as trend calculation or trend dynamic calculation. Right. And I will use it as a date trunk, and I will in date part, what I will do, whatever date part we write here is week, month, year, quarter or day. So what I will do here, I will make it dynamic, and I will take a parameter over here. So whatever we will be writing here, it is a parameter. So this is what our parameter, right? So this is a parameter which I have taken here, comma, what will be the date? So date is nothing but date received. All right, so this is our calculation. I will click on OK. So it has converted it into time, date and time. So I will convert it into date, and this I will remove now, and I will place this here. All right, and I will make it as continuous, and for now I will make it as exact date. All right, and now what we will do, I will show this parameter, and I will change this. So see, monthly it is changing, quarterly, yearly, daily. Okay, so we are having all the dynamic values now, right? So now what I will do, quickly, I will just remove this. We don't want this header, and we don't have want this particular, what we can say, we'll just change this, and we don't want this title over here. And we will close this. Next, what we will do, I will just make it as a dual axis because we want over line one line over there as well. So, and I go ahead and make it as a dual axis, and then I will synchronize the axis, and then we will hide this. Okay, we don't want the axis now. So for first one, so for first marks card, I will make it as a area chart, and I will choose the color as this one, or we can choose this one, and I will choose the opacity as 60% is fine for me. And for this, what I will take the number of records from here, and I will put it into the color. Okay, and I will change this color to gray. Apply. Okay, so means what is happening, this line color which I'm getting here, it is in the form of what we can say in a divergent color. So wherever there is a larger number, it will be showing a darker line. All right, then we want a label to be shown here, so I will put it here into the labels, but we don't want all the labels, we just want minimum and maximum. So this is maximum and this is minimum value. All right, the next thing what we have to do is we have to add a average line over here. So I will just take a average from analytics tab and I will put it on the table. So we have got this average line, so just we will edit this. So what we want here is average, and we want the label to be as, I will make it as custom, and I want it as average, and we want as a value. Okay, and we'll click on OK. So I've got a value here, so we will format this value, and we will make it as number custom, and we will make it as 0. Okay, so if you want it, uh, so it at line end, so we will show. Okay, so this is fine, so we will change the line here, so I will make it as this, and we will change the color to this, or just slightly this one. Okay. So we can see this average is nothing but, guys, this average shows that weekly 310 complaints are coming into that particular company or particular credit card company, or total complaints weekly which average are coming are 310. So whenever we see monthly third, we can say 1337 complaints are coming into that particular what we can say company, or for in that particular credit card company. So I will keep for this as weekly for now, and these are maximum weekly complaint which we received was 651, right? And the minimum which we received was 21, right? And we can see this trend as well. All right, so this was all about this particular trend chart, and we can change this as well. I will just format this axis, and I will just keep it as only year. Okay, I will just change this as y. Okay, we don't want any exact particular date, so we will just keep it in the form of year. So we will know from which year that complaint is coming. All right. So this is all about this train chart, and we have made it a dynamic form. All right. The next chart which we will be preparing is this particular density chart, and we will be toggling it in between field map and density chart. So we will be using a sheet swapping parameter over here. All right. So I will take a new sheet over here and I will make it as density charts, or I will make it as density map. All right. So for density map, what we will be using, I will be using the state. So double click on state. So it is showing unknown. So I will just edit the location, and instead of India, we will take United States. Okay. The data is for United States. We will click on OK. Perfect. We got the data of United States, and these are unknown are there because those there are some null values in the data, because data is not that much clean. It is a dummy data, so don't worry about that. All right. And the next thing what we will do, we will also take uh, the zip code. We also have zip code, and we will put it into the details. All right. So we can see there are some zip codes which are wrongly placed over here. So I will just select those and we will exclude them here as well. Because the data is not clean, which I already told you, sorry. So I will just exclude this as well and exclude this as well. So we have this particular zip code wise, how many, from which zip code more complaints are coming in from that particular state. You can see in this right part of this particular United States, so many complaints are coming, and this coastal area, like some from California, then we have from Washington, this more complaints are coming, right? So we will make it in the form of density map. Okay, and we will change the color and we will make it as temperature, right. And now what we will do, we will change the background of this and we will make it as dark. All right, and let's make it as 10% dark. Perfect. So now next thing, some editing what we will do, we will just increase the intensity here a little bit. We can make it as 85% intensity. All right, so this is what our density map. You can see wherever there is a large number of red colors are there, you can see, or you can predict from that more number of complaints are coming from that region. So you can see there are some regions from California from which more number of complaints are coming, right? Some, then there are some regions from Washington, then there are some of the regions from Texas are also there, I'm not, I don't know what these states are called, but you can see from this particular states, more number of complaints are coming. Okay, so this is about density map. We will also create one more map, that is field map. I will name it as field map. Okay, and the next thing what we will do is I will just hide this indicator first, and we will make it as a field map first, and then I will take number of records and I will put it in the colors. We will change the color for this as, let's say, brown. Apply. Okay, this looks good. And we will change the background layer. And if you want, if you don't want this particular the grayish or other maps, you can just wash it out. Okay, and we can make it as a blank. All right. The next thing what we will do, we will put this into label and this also into labels, and we will change the labels quickly. I will make it as 7 and we will make it as W medium. Apply. Okay, perfect. So now what we want the toggle in between this, right? So how we can toggle this, right? How we can sheet swap, right? Sheet swapping, sorry. So for that, what we will do, for first sheet swapping, we have to create one, sorry, we have to create one parameter. So I will name it as select map, right? And we will be using it as integer, not integer, string list value, and I will name it as field map, or we want it as density map. Okay. Now next thing what we have to do is we have to put this into filter, but Tableau doesn't allow us to put a parameter into filter. So what we can do, we can create a dummy calculation here and we can name it as map field. Okay, and by using this particular, we will take this particular parameter into this filter and we will place it here. Okay, and for now I will click on show parameter. So right now we are on density map, so on this particular parameter I will select a density map, right? And next thing what I will do here is I will take our map filter here and I will put it into the filters and I will choose a custom value and I will name it as density map. So don't make a spell mistake. Whatever there it is in parameter, place write same over here, and I will click here. Okay, on density map. I will click on apply. Okay. So now see, when I am changing on field map, it is going blank because we have chosen this as a density map. It should be a density map, right? The same we will be doing on field map. So I will just go ahead and I will click on show parameter and I will click here as a field map. All right. So because this is a field map, we will select here as a field map. Then we will go to our map filter. I will place it into filters and custom value and write here as a field map. Don't make any spelling mistakes. Okay, apply. And when we see field map, it is showing. When we click on density map, it is not showing, but here the density map shows, right? So this is our sheet swapping. We will try to place it into dashboard. Okay, so we will come back to our dashboard and I will take one more horizontal container, but I will first make it as a tile and I will make it as a horizontal container. All right, so the next thing what I will do, I will take first our friend here and I will place it over here. And the next thing what we want is a density map and I will place it over here. But before that, instead of placing that, first I will take a horizontal container first here. I will place it over here. So let's make it proper one. Okay, then what we will do, we will take a density map, place it over here, and we want a field map, and make sure you place it in the container of vertical container only. You can see below there is one line has been came. Here you have to place it. Okay, and I will just hide the title. We don't want the title. Here also we will hide this title. All right, so quickly we will format our this chart. So what I will do, I will name this as trend. Okay, and before the trend what I will do, I will insert our parameter. Okay, that is whatever trend we will be selecting, that trend will be coming from this parameter, so automatically our title of this particular chart will be also dynamic. Okay, I will just click on apply, click on OK. So I will just make it as a 9 and I will make it as bold. Apply. Okay, and we will just edit our title and we will shade We will make it as a shading of this, and we will make it as 80%. Perfect. And this will be a white color. Like, okay. Similarly, for this, we will be not using that title. So we will be using our title from here. That is, we will be using a text here, right? And we will be using it as state-wise complaints. We will name it as state-wise complaints. Probably bold. Okay. And we will format this quickly, or we have to give the color for this. It should be given from here. Background, this one, and it will be 80%. We just increase our size here. Perfect. And we will make it as a white color. Oh, sorry. Okay, perfect. So now we will show our parameters over here quickly. So I will click on here and I will go on parameter, and I will first, oh, we have a parameter already here. See, oh, sorry, control set. So it's behind this. Okay, so what happened? These parameters they have already adjusted in above container. Okay, so we don't want to be disturb our KPIs. All right, so we don't want this, or for now we will keep it as it is. The next thing what we will add is our parameters. So the parameter which we want here is, let's make it floating. Oh, sorry. The parameter which we want here for this is trend. Okay, so this is trend. We will make it as floating, and we will bring it over here. So just we will change this to 8, and we will make it as this one. Okay, we will make it as bold, and I will just edit this parameter. Sorry, format parameters, and we will give a border for this one. All right. So now you can see whenever I'm changing this to monthly, quarterly, we are getting our values. All right. So this is our dynamic trend. So now this is important. So we will go ahead and select our parameter for this as well. Map. Again, we will make it as floating, and we'll place it over here. All right. And we will change the name. We'll make it as 8, bold. Okay. And we will change the color of this to this. All right, guys. So now whenever this is density map, when I see field map, you can see the field map is came, or we can see it has been swapping that particular chart, right? This is field map, this is density map, field map, density map. Okay, so this is something new which you might have learned here, that is how to sheet swapping of the parameter. So what I will do, I will select this, and I will select this container horizontal, and we will change the background of this as well, and we will make it as this. All right. And next thing is I will just format this chart as well. We will remove all the what we can say borders of this. We don't want it. We will be using a clean map, clean trend lines. We will also remove the grid lines. Perfect. So you can see it is clean and nice. So almost 60 to 70% of dashboard is completed. All right. So next we will see the next chart which we have to prepare is the top issue chart, which is a bar chart. So for that we will take a new sheet and we will name it as top issue. Okay, and for that we have a issue here, and we will put it into the rows. These are issues are nothing but what issues have been happened with that customer with respect to that particular credit card. So we will take a number of records and we will put into columns, we will sort it. And there are so many of issues, but we are only showing the top 10 issues for our visualization. So we will take the issue and I will put this into filter, and I will go into the top by field, and we want it by top 10 number of records and sum. So just will apply, and we will make it as entire view, and we will show it in the labels. So for labels, what I will do, I will just format the labels quickly. So format some of issues on axis, we will change not this on pane, we will change the font to 8 and this, and we will make it as W medium. All right. So and for this also we'll format the issue as well, and I will make it to left 8 font and W medium and to dark, right? So this we don't want this, we will hide this, and we don't want the axis as well because we are already showing the numbers over here. All right. So this is our top issue. We will change the color. So what color we are using here? Let's see. So it's a red color. So I will choose the same color over here as well. So this is the color. Alright, so you can use your only color which you want. So this is the top issue. The next chart which we have to prepare here is a company response. This is a what we can say a grid. So we will prepare that as well. So let's take a new sheet for that and company response. Okay. So for company response, we have a company response to public. So we will take into rows, not this one, company response to the what we can say consumer or customer, and I will take the total number of records over here. I will place it here. But already in progress, this particular thing we have already shown in the form of KPI. So I will remove that. So I will just filter it out, and we will remove that, and I will click on apply. OK, and we'll choose it as an entire view. All right. And we also want this to be shown in the form of what we can say total percentage, or we can say total out of total how many percentage are there, right? So I will click here and I will add a quick table calculation as percentage difference. Sorry, not percentage difference, we will make it as percent of total. All right. And I will add one more here, that is number of records. I will add one more time, and I want to show it as number of records. So first I will show the number of records and then I will show the percentage, and we will edit this name over here and percentage of total. Okay, right. So this is our next part, and in text what we will do for this measure values, we will choose it as W medium, apply. Okay, perfect. So this is our company response, right? Then next one, the next chart which we have to prepare here is a daily complaints chart. This is actually a calendar. We will take a new sheet to prepare a calendar. So, and I will name it as daily complaints. So this is a daily complaints, and we will make a calendar. So step by step, just follow properly. So what we will be doing here, first I will apply a filter. So I have a date received. So I will not use a right click. Sorry, I will not use a left click. So I will use a right click. So I will just right click here and I will press and put it into filter. So we will get an option here. So to select which type of date part or date value you are going to use. So I will select here as a month, year, and I will click on next, and I will select any one of what we can say particular month. So select any of this particular month as you want and click on apply and OK. All right, and I will click here on show filter. Okay, so this is the particular month which we have selected is January 2019. All right, same procedure. What we will do again, we will right click and I will click place and put it in here columns. And in columns, what I want is a weekday. Okay, so week particular day like Sunday, Monday, whatever we will that we want it into weekdays. I will click on OK and I will click here enter view. So we have Sunday, Monday over here. And now we want here as a week, so weeks should be displayed in particular rows. So again we will be using right click. I will put it over here, and we want a week over here, and okay. Okay, so this is a week of that particular month, that is 1 2 3 4 5, right? The next thing what we will have to do here is I will just take the number of records and I will put it into the color. So this is in the form of color, so we can see there are darker the color, the more number of records are there in that particular day, right? The next thing we want to display the date over here, right? So what we will do, again we will right click on the date received. So here is the date received, and we will put it into the labels, and we will choose day over here, and we will click on OK. So we have got the day. So something is wrong, 1 second. So again what we will do, date received we have to take. So we have taken a maximum date received, we have to take date received, and we will put it on number and day, and OK. So we have got in that particular month we have got all the date. So just we will go and choose here as a square. Okay, in border what we will do, we want to distinguish a border in this particular each day. So what we will do, we will add a white border over here, so this looks nice. The next thing, we will change the label. We want to show it in the like right top corner. So I will just select the right top corner over here, and we can change the font of this to 8, and I will make it as W medium. Apply, or we can make it as W semi bold. Perfect. So this looks nice, and we don't want this. We don't want wicks to be showed. We'll just hide this header. Okay, and for this we don't want this as well, and we can show format this to show in the single letter, like we only want the initials. Okay, so I will just see first letter. Okay, so we can only see the first letter over here, right? So this is our calendar, and what we can do, we will change this to single value. Okay, single value drop down, and we will customize this to, we will not show all option over here. So see, whenever I'm changing this particular month, you can see we are getting that month's what we can say the data, and you can see each day how many complaints have been there in the tooltip, right? You can see in the tooltip which from which week it is there, how many number of records are there, and how many number of what we can say records or complaints have been received on that particular date. You can format the tooltip later as per your convenience. Okay, so this is our what we can say daily complaints chart. The last which we have to prepare here is the submitted via, like from where the complaints have been came, right? So for this we will take a new sheet, and I will name it as submitted via. All right, so we have a field here, submitted via, and I will put it into rows, and I will take the total number of records, put it into text, and I will make it as entire view. So there are null values, so I don't want null to be shown, so I will just exclude this, and then I will make it as quick table calculation, that is percentage of total. All right, and we'll put this into colors, mm, this, and I will choose this as square. All right, and we can change the color, and I will choose custom color for me. I will choose custom diverging, and for a smaller one I will use a black but somewhat grayish. This one, this is fine, and for larger value I will be using a full black color. Okay, apply. All right, so you can see this has been applied. Okay, all right. So this is our submitted via complaints, and we can change the label. I will make it as 10, and I will make it as W medium. Apply. Okay, perfect. So now what we will do, I will bring my dashboard over here, and we will add all our whatever we have prepared into the dashboard, right? So the first thing which we have to show here is top issues. All right, so I will, this is the blank which we have taken, right? So I will delete that blank. We don't want the blank now. Then I want the company issues, and then we want the calendar over here. So we will just quickly show it in the form, like We will just adjust it. You can adjust it as per your convenience. So then I will select this container. So we have to take a horizontal container over here. So I will just delete this. Okay, and I will add a horizontal container over here first. Okay, and we can change the background of this to this, and then we can add our charts quickly. This look nice. Okay, so we don't want this actually, because uh, we already know that these are total number of complaints itself, right? So we will change this quickly. We will format this. We want it 9, sky blue bold. We want it in white color. Okay, same for this W bold 9 and white color. These are formatting. This takes some time, guys. Okay, then we will change a format border for this, that is shading for this. It should be 80%. Similarly for this, it should be 80%. And for this, it should be 80 again. All right. So we have almost done. So we will put our filter over here quickly. We have this here. So I will just make it floating. I will place it over here. So we don't want title for this. I will just remove the title, and you can select whichever month you are working on, right? So this is a daily a calendar, we can say. All right. So this was uh, our main part of this dashboard. Next thing, guys, we will add our filter panels and other export panels over here. So for that, what we will do, I will go here and I will add a text over here first, and I will name it as filter panel. Right. And we will edit it and we will make it as bold. This is fine. Make it as white. Okay. And we will just change the background of this as this one to make all the colors on this of the title sides evenly everywhere. All right. So next, what we will do is I will add a blank over here. Or before that, what we will do, I will go in layout, and you have a hierarchy of whatever objects you have placed here. So in that you can see, if you come down, you can see this is tiled. So all this dashboard is there. I will go ahead and I will change the background of this, right? So this is our tiled one. And the next thing for this particular, we don't want any background, so I will choose it that is white. And next thing is I will add a blank over here. I will reduce this size. Filter, I will take filter as filter to down. This is our blank, and I will make the background of this as white. So why I'm doing this, because I want this total as white strip, as a title. So I will just decrease the this padding as 0, and for this as well, for right we'll make it as 0. You can see this everything, it looks even, right? This is our filter panel. We don't want this. Okay. Then what we will do, I will take one thing, and sorry, I will take a vertical container over here. I will add it over here, and before that, first I will add a blank, right? So I have added one blank, and above that I will add a vertical in between this. So this is a vertical and this is my blank, right? So blank is just a guide. I always use it as a guide for me, right? Then I will add my filters, right? So in analysis I will go and add my filters over here. Okay, so it has been added over here. I will just take it and add it over here, and we will make it as multiple value drop down. Okay, and I will add it in the vertical container which we have created. Sorry. or later we can add it here. Okay, for now we'll just keep it here only. Okay, it is already in vertical container. It is not, but we will add it later. So then next analysis we will go and I will add one more filter, that is company, and I will add it over here. We'll make it as multiple values drop down. Similarly, next one filter state, and we will make it as multiple values drop down as well. Okay, so this is our filter. Okay, this is our actual vertical container. I want to add in here in this vertical container, but it's not going in that. Okay, no problem. Let's see what we can do. The next thing what we have to add here is a one more panel, that is a export panel. So I will just control C and control V this, and I will bring it here and I will make it as non-floating. Okay, I will add it over here and I will name it as export panel. Okay, all right. So what will be there in our export panel is nothing but we have to add our the links, that is links to download it in the form of PPT, in the form of PDF. So what I will do from here, I will take first floating and then I will take a download option, right? And I will place it over here. So we have an option for this in the form of PDF. So I will just edit this button, and yes, we want first it as a PDF, but we don't want it as a text button. We will make it as image button, and I will choose our image for PDF. This is our PDF, and I will open here and apply. Okay, so I will just place it over here. Okay, so always remember, when will this work? Whenever you are working in on server, or if your dashboard is in the full screen mode, then and then this option will work. Okay, then I will just control C and control V, and I will edit this. Okay, we can edit this button and we want it as a image now. Okay, and I will choose this for image. Okay, okay, so this is image, and again I will control C control V, and we want it into edit this button, and we want this now as a PowerPoint. We will take a PowerPoint option from here. Okay, perfect. Okay guys, and the next and last one what is remaining over here is we have to add our one more chart. Sorry, that is this one. First we will make it as tiled. I will add it over here. This we don't want, and I will edit this title quickly. We will make it as 9, Tableau bold, white. Okay, and we will format this as to this and 80, and we will hide this as well. Okay, perfect. And the next thing what we have to do is, guys, we will have to add an action filters, right? So to add an action filters, either we can do here as a quick action filter, or we can add it from here. So I will show you how to add it from here. So I will go here and I will click on actions, and I want to add it as a filter, and I will name it as by issue. Okay, first we will make it as by issue, and we will select only a source sheet will be what our issues, right? So I will just uncheck this everything. We don't want the source sheet as all of these, and we will only choose our issue. Okay, this is the top issue which we want as only check, and our targets will be everything. Okay, but for target I will exclude all of this part, that is in progress part, because by issue we don't want any in progress parts, right? So I will just uncheck here these three parts. Okay, that is these three things on this, and I will click on OK. Okay, so now see, whenever I'm clicking on this, it is not changing. So we will have to go in analysis again, sorry, in dashboard actions. Okay, and I will just edit this. We want it to change after select, and whenever I'm deselecting, I want it to show all values. I don't want to keep the filter values. Okay, okay, and whenever I'm clicking, see, you can see our values are changing with respect to that. Okay, similar you can do it for this. Okay, same steps you have to follow, and you can do it for this as well. Okay, so this was our complete design of this particular dashboard, guys. If you liked the video, share it with your friends, and hit a like button, and take a lot of effort to prepare this, guys. So I request you to please subscribe the channel. Thank you, guys. See you in the next one.